tee up rack number 7. The Tornado in
Rack
total
7,
command against
Tony
the
Drago
Terminator.
straight, leading by 4 racks to 2.
But he was talking to us earlier on and he was saying, Tony Drago, for him, the break is just so vital.
No.
And here the cue ball could not have finished in a more awkward position than this.
Yeah, very difficult though if he's elected to push out. Where do you push to with the one so near the corner pocket? He might be able to see this. And he can. And make it. Great shot from Drago, and the 2's available into the side.
The thing with that was, Jim, he kept so still on the shot, something he wasn't doing towards the tail end of his snooker career.
Well, you wouldn't expect any misses in the pocketing department from a snooker player, much used to playing on a larger surface with smaller pockets. What an effort this would be to clear these up from what looked like a very precarious position. Got to be careful though. Maybe one too many hamburgers for Tony, but it'll be tightening of the belt time.
Doesn't like the rest, I can tell you that. When he was playing snooker, it caused him untold woe.
No problems there though, Phil. And how about this clearance? And 5-2. The Tornado blowing up some steam here in Las Vegas.
Very important, the pool cue, because in pool you have to play, obviously you play one ball at a time and it's by sequence. Sometimes you have to play shots, power shots. And my cue, I don't believe it generates the same power as other cues. But, you know, I'm happy with my cue. John Paris did a great job for me, and I'm happy with it, and I wouldn't swap it for the world.
You know, this PartyPoker.net Whirlpool Masters was the platform from which Tony Drago exploded onto the Whirlpool stage when he won the title in 2003. Of course, people knew his basic cue sport skills, but he wasn't regarded as a 9-ball threat. He is now, but that was way off. Well, I say fortune favours the brave.
As is the case so often, though. When you're going good, the rolls follow suit. You know, you talk about Drago winning the World Masters, Whirlpool Masters a few years back, Phil, and I even remember talking to Imran Majid, his playing and practice partner right now. They rated Drago above Steve Davis even back then. And Steve Davis, well, his 9-ball game looked fantastic. Almost looked like he had a chance of winning the world title in 9-ball back only a few years ago in Cardiff. And they rated Drago just a notch better than Steve.
Well, what a fluke snooker that was from Drago. Missed his intended pot by the proverbial country mile. Got away with it, and now steaming towards a 6-2 advantage.
He smells blood, and he's circling. And that 6-2 is now confirmed here from the Riviera Hotel. Tony Drago in the comfort zone. Niels had a chance when he was 3-2 behind. One bad positional chance brought Drago back to the table unexpectedly, And Drago has knocked in the last 3 racks. Niels is helpless from the most uninviting position in the arena.
Tony Drago to break, leading by 6
All he can do is watch. 6-2. Drago's lead. But Niels will come out of his chair with a chance in this one.
Well, we're in the desert, and that really was a dry break that no one expected.
One thing about it with Drago, when he knocks in 3 racks, Phil, you really aren't spending that long in your chair. So you have to feel that if you want to look at the positives in favor of Niels, hasn't been a long time since he was at the table. A thin cut into the side pocket. The 3 in the middle of the table. Just swing the white off of 3 cushions.
You know, those last 3 racks, Jim, in terms of total playing time and indeed the time taken to re-rack the balls.
Oh, he opted for the bank there. Sorry, Phil. Obviously didn't fancy the cut into the side pocket.
Yes, he was only frozen out for 8 minutes, Feijen.
Well, again, if you want to stress the positives, that's one of them. A lot of racks take more than 8 minutes to play, whereas Tony secured the last 3 in that time frame. But as is the case with most of the European players, very little expression. You won't see any emotion until it's all said and done. Very stoic.
Stoic, but when he was down on that shot, also you could see perceptibly shaking.
You know something, I wonder if he was thinking when he drew that back, because that was the only danger, overdrawing that, and that 7 almost came back to haunt him yet again. It looks like he just run the cue ball up the top end of the table and back down for the 8. Play the 8 into the bottom left corner. Oh, he's spinning it off 2 cushions just to ensure himself the correct angle. And that was a much needed rack for Niels Feijen.
We've yet to see a sustained comeback in this PartyPoker.net Whirlpool Masters. I'm just beginning to wonder whether this will be the first. Niels Feijen was 6-2 down. Make that 6-3. Not out of this by any means.